Hello people, what are you doing? Another video about our political system. It's a theme of mine. I've made quite a few videos about this and it's still not getting traction, so I thought I'd try again with a slightly different tack. So I choose the words partisan rather than party politics this time. Of course, partisan is much more emotive and much more accurate as to what the problem is. So here's my central theme again. Government is about management. About setting budgets, setting objectives, appointing people and so forth, resources, all that stuff. Management, typically in large organisations, is hierarchical in nature. You've got somebody at the top, like a triangle, like a pyramid, and you've got a smaller bunch of people below, board directors, then project teams, team leaders, and then the bottle washers, and the workers and all that stuff at the base. That's a typical management hierarchy, and that's what works because it makes sense, assuming the actual management actually listens to the people from below. Didn't always the case, but that's the best way. So why on earth do we have a different model in government? The most important management of all is split. That's just bizarre arrangement. I get the history of it, but it wasn't well designed in the first place. It was never really democratic. It just kind of evolved slowly. And if you look at actually our outcomes, they're just appalling. We had partisan government, which is biased towards the Tories, say it spent 14 years doing Tory stuff. And not giving a flying fuck for anyone else in the country. But the government should be there all the time for all the people, in my view. That's what government is for. That's why we let them to actually manage our affairs on our behalf. So why we have this media circus nonsense every 4 or 5 years of a general election is beyond me, frankly. I've always wondered about it. I've always tried to find why it works or why people support it. Because it doesn't make sense. Why have the mass media involved and the block voting system when we've got MPs already? Their job is to represent us. So if you have an issue about housing or whatever, we let our MPs know, and they in turn raise the issue in the House of Commons and maybe get a vote and a decision. Much more effective, much more direct way of democracy, and I can't see the objection to it at all. Yeah, people still object to it. I think it's just it's new and they can't imagine that it could be wrong, but it clearly is. It's an absurd system, just utterly absurd. And when we get Labour in power, they're not that great, in my view. And the people who actually praise them or love them seem to forget in 5 years' time they could be out of office again and Tories back in, or somebody else. They never seem to take the long-term view or a holistic view. Never seem to consider the whole country as a whole. Completely bonkers, divided, time-sharing system which cannot possibly work for all people all the time. So in my view, we should have national elections for Prime Minister or President, maybe, because of the public, as opposed to general elections for parties, and local elections for MPs or independent. I know some say that PR is the way forward, which it may be, but it's still parties. I don't get the need for them at all. It's a very strange way of thinking to my mind. Don't need them at all. Don't go off all. Kind of simplifies things in a way, but it's very simple, I suppose. You don't have to bother with democracy at all, just to wait 4 or 5 years to get a vote. And you have blue, red or green or whatever, that's it. But it's so vague, so indirect, so waffly, and so emotional, especially the mass media involved, that it's damn difficult to get any kind of decent democracy at all. Not a management, as it well managed, is forget it. Complete bonkers way of doing things. Complete insanity in terms of management. And the political stuff that people whether like this or that is also nonsense. Because it's gang warfare. Like putting a football team or other. It really is. It really is like that. And you don't want that in management at all. That's the last thing you want. To change tack every so often, completely different directions, completely different policies, wrecks the country. It's unsustainable, causes chaos, so why do it? I know on the scale that it's not been tested yet, this kind of method, which is basically a tribal council meeting writ large. You've got some elders in the tribe, or one person maybe who's the head, and that people support him or her. But a much more natural, much more sensible way to manage things is a hierarchy, not the split things we got in Parliament, with an official opposition always opposed to what the government does, no matter what the government does. Completely bonkers from the outset. We need a more unified system of government. Whether it's this way or another way is perhaps debatable, but I can't see the need for parties at all. They just get in the way. They just get in the way. They do nothing useful at all. Somebody disagree, I can't see it at all. Just eludes me. So I don't know what to say. I've said it several times before. The management of the country is appalling. It's shite. It's awful. And you get real bonkers beliefs in these groups. The Tories espousing all kind of daft things, and Labour doing the same now, trying to appease the right-wing media. It's a shit system. Absolute bloody awful shite. I can't comprehend it. Baffles me. Why do people like this? Why do they defend it? It seems indefensible to me. It really does. Indefensible. Just what the fuck? So yeah. Get rid of the party politics. Get rid of the media involvement. You just don't need it. It's a hindrance. Makes things worse, not better. And actually think about a decent system. Rather than assuming the one we got is the way forward, the only way, because it's always been there. Absolute bonkers, stupid thinking. Really dumb. Just assuming it's going to be there for years, must be okay. Crap idea. It's like thinking, 10 million people can't be wrong. Well, they can be. That's been proven time and time again. Clearly. It's just an insane way of doing things. Anyway, that's my rant over. So another one for today. Please like, share and subscribe. And I think I will comment as well. I welcome feedback. Thank you. Bye.